Hi everyone, I'm Hayden.
And I'm CY.
Welcome to our first podcast, Out and About. So today we have a special guest
Yeah, and also our close friend.
that also studies in Taylor's. Introducing you to Muriti. Hi Muriti.
Alhamdulillah.
How would you introduce yourself without any social tagline?
Okay, so I would say I'm a very extroverted person who likes to play guitar, likes to play pretty much every sport, go to the gym,
So every sport is like, okay.
yeah, and really likes to go to concerts as well.
What kind of concerts?
To be honest, any type. I like concerts because I used to play in concerts, so the vibe in concerts is very. I know there's just something about it compared to like clubbing. Concerts are so good.
So it's more like a social thing,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
it.
It's more enjoyable. The vibe is more lively. Live music is really good. I like listening to live music.
Actually, I didn't expect. When the first time I met him, right? This fucker was just loud as fuck. Yeah. But it was a good time knowing him.
Like I can say I was competing with Hayden because he was already louder than everyone in the whole corridor.
Oh, chill, bro.
My ears ringing, dog. You see? So, I know like many people have asked you this question, like, why Malaysia?
Okay, so
Like,
Malaysia
not
was-
why, but how do you even know Malaysia first?
okay, first how I know Malaysia is I've been here before a very long time ago, maybe 2011. I came here with my family on holiday. I don't even know how my
Just a random trip, is it?
we used to go on like family trips and stuff. So I think my parents, I don't even know how they found this. To be honest,
They found us. Oh my god,
how
they found us.
this place. Like suddenly they just said, "Oh, we're going to Malaysia." I'm like, "Huh?
Okay.
What's that?" Then we
You frequently go on different trips.
like once a year type of thing. We'll go to. We will
Oh.
like end of the year type of like
Rich
Christmas.
people kind of thing?
Bruh, like celebrate Christmas together. Then we will just like pick a place and go. So one time they just picked Malaysia in 2011. Then we came here. Then actually it was quite like fun that time. I remember we stayed in Ampang.
How long you stayed?
Not
Ampang. Jalan Ampang. We say in Jalan Ampang, I remember. Around there.
Ampang. Jalan Ampang. We say in Jalan Ampang. I remember around there.
So they well off.
We stayed for about maybe 1 week, 1.5 maybe.
That's enough time.
Yeah, I mean the typical stuff. Go to KLCC, go to Genting. At that time, Genting was very different.
Back in my day.
Back in my days.
Back in my time.
Then what else? I think even like going to see like the Istana, Negara, all those things. I mean, I didn't go. I was lazy that day. I remember me and my dad were lazy. We just stayed.
Stay in a hotel, just chilling.
We just stay and chill.
Just stay and chill. Then everyone else went.
Alright.
So that was how I learned about Malaysia. So I already knew about it since that time. Then how I ended up coming to study here was never my plan.
Malaysia was
Never
my plan, man.
His backup plan.
God's plan,
Back up, bro.
God's
I want
plan.
to ditch us now, man. Oh my god, bro.
I was initially going to go somewhere else,
Where is there
I was
somewhere
going
else?
to go to
France. Yeah, so I was gonna go to France, and then it didn't really work out. And then this was another option because, you know, like when you're in high school, then you go for all those career fairs and stuff.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, like a bunch of unis and stuff came to my high school for career fair, like advertised themselves and stuff. Then there was basically an agency called Education Malaysia. Then they have a bunch of universities that they advertise. Taylor's was one of them. And you know, my parents, it's like typical parents, they just go get the brochure from everyone. Even if you know you're not going there, they just go and get the brochure anyway.
Free gift or free pen.
Actually, just free pamphlet, just to see. So like when France didn't work out, my parents were like, "Hey, by the way, we got this brochure from Taylor's, Malaysia. That the one we went that time."
Back in my days.
that time.
So I looked at it. I'm like, oh, actually, doesn't look bad. Actually, Taylor's. The thing that caught me about Taylor is the campus is nice. I can't lie.
Just of the freaking lake, right? Just of the lake.
Everything, the campus is nice.
Was like other unis there?
I mean, they also had like UCSI, SEGI. I think Monash was there.
It's more towards.
I think it's more the private ones. Yeah. Because I didn't hear anything about like UPM, UTM, all those. Nah, I mainly like the private ones, APU. So I think I was more like caught by tailors because I was like, if I'm studying architecture, then I want to study it in a place that actually looks good.
So like, what were your expectations before coming here? Obviously, you came here for a short 1 week and a half holiday, but like, what were your expectations? Because a vacation is so different from actually a degree, which is like maybe 3 years, and it's such a big decision to make. Like, what were your expectations before making a final decision?
I already expected it to be damn hot and humid.
Okay, typical.
What?
The memory I had that time of the weather was different because the first time I entered, like I came to the airport here, when I got out of KLIA, it's like the humidity slapped me back in.
To be honest, because I was
Traveling like heavy jacket, trousers, everything.
Oh my god.
Door open like this, I'm like, okay, time to, oh no.
Time to
I need the aircon.
That's when I knew it's gonna be a long 3 years. Yeah, so, and then I also expected, to be honest, I expected a lot of racism.
Oh, right off the bat?
Huh?
Right off the bat, like,
Off the bat,
what gave you that? Like, why? Why did you expect?
I mean, you don't need to look far, you just need to go to like platforms like Instagram.
You just need to scroll comments.
You scroll enough, you're gonna see the things they're saying about Africans and stuff, especially like Africans. They say all sort of like messed up stuff. So you're just you come expecting this type of comments, this type of ignorance, especially the ignorance part. Yeah, so that was off the bat. That is the biggest thing I'd say I was expecting.
So nothing other. Okay, when you come here and this and that already. So what was one of the biggest culture shock that's different from back home?
To be honest, fork and spoon kind of pisses me off.
So,
No, fork and knife.
why?
Oh,
Because like,
I don't know, bro.
so how you can eat a 面对面 banh mi with fork and knife?
Tui mian. You think they have mian tui mian in Kenya?
Nah, I mean,
You got no noodles in Kenya, no?
I mean,
We have Indomie, bro.
same thing.
Indomie,
Why?
Use your fork.
Why
How about a
forks
knife?
and spoon and knife, bro? Oh, you got shocked by a knife.
No, I got shocked by fork and spoon, like eating with fork and spoon. Because we will use a lot of the time the food we eat use knife, fork and knife.
Is it cause the food they eat is very chunky and like one
Means meat, a bit more meat.
I don't even.
no, like more like one yak gao, you know, just
Yattao is crazy. I don't know if I'd say that. I just say like, because even the stuff that has like soup base and everything, not really soup, but you will like push the food into the fork with the knife.
What about the gaps?
Yeah, I guess that is a logistical issue now.
Spoon. May I introduce you? Spoon.
So maybe the fork and spoon was the friends we made along the way.
Anything that stood out the most other than your fork and spoon?
I would say not something that stood out, but rather something that caught my eye is how how similar the dynamics here and back home are. Well, for example, when I say dynamics, I mean like the type of people, the type of places and stuff. Because there's a lot of different type of cultures here, and different type of people. Even for us back home, yeah, all of us are the same race, but even within that same race, there's so many different like tribes. We call them like tribes, different cultures. Like for example, you have your Chinese, you have your Hakka Chinese, Hokkien Chinese.
Yeah, Hokkien, Teochew, those kind of Cantonese kind of shit.
But then
We also have our own version of different tribes, but then for us it's like 42, a lot, really a lot.
We have that much?
I don't think you guys have that much. Maybe in China itself, all the province.
I mean, what's stopping you from creating one?
Yo. But yeah, I think I'd say that the type of differences between people is I can see that there's a lot
Crazy.
of different types of people here, and they're kind of just living together. It's kind of the same for us. I mean, KL is like a metropolitan type of city.
Yeah.
Type of
Yeah, yeah.
True.
That's
they,
it.
they combine all
Is into one place. Same for us, the
A melting
capital.
pot lah, basically.
Yeah, Nairobi is the same. All the different tribes from everywhere come into the main city, then everyone is just gonna be there together. I think that was one thing I kind of saw is quite similar.
So for the first few months during in Malaysia, did you find it easy to settle in with the people around here?
Okay, the first few months was COVID.
so
Damn, online classes and shit. Okay.
When I started my degree, the first few months was COVID. It was so.
So basically, you just locked up in DK or
What happened was, let me tell you what happened.
I wasn't even here.
I wasn't even here. Like when I started my degree,
the first few months.
first few months. No, not first few months. Maybe the first month. When I started, it was still like they had like options for online and physical.
Oh,
So
hybrid
I
lah.
was- Yeah.
Because that time it was 2021, so COVID was mainly hitting in 2020. In 2021, it started
Getting loose a bit.
seeing, but
It fell off.
it kind of fell off. Yeah, in 2021, when the first semester for me started, it was people were here actually, but of course they had all the
Mask and
Oh, like all the guidelines for the markers
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
stand
yeah.
like few apart. Then your classroom were like a bit scattered. The seating
yeah,
arrangements were like
literally.
like a
Monitor,
chessboard, you know, like a
basically.
black and white chessboard.
I was back home because I was still waiting for my visa actually.
Oh,
I was waiting.
so you had no choice but to.
I literally had no choice. I just had to wait. But then what happened is they gave me like an ultimatum. They said, you have to be here by week 4 or you have to drop the class. Huh? Fuck you mean? I paid for this shit already,
Damn,
bro.
tailors.
So I was like,
Interesting.
oh, okay.
Interesting.
I mean, luckily they said you have to be here by this time. For me, I didn't care. I just didn't listen. So I said, whichever time I get my visa, I will come.
So it worked out in a way.
So what happened is the visa actually didn't come by the time they wanted it to come. It came like maybe 1.5 to 2 weeks after that.
okay lah, still
But
manageable lah.
by the time
They wanted me to come. There was a COVID case in the studio. So they locked everything back to online. So I was only seeing my classmates on the screen.
that's if they even turn on their damn camera.
So the first month was crazy. It was like so boring because I was not even here. I was back home. Then when I came here, then of course I was locked up in my unit.
I couldn't even
So I couldn't meet anyone. So luckily I managed to like make friends in my tutorial group. But then of course you're just seeing them on the screen.
Like, just chit-chatting.
Yeah, I remember that moment was like so weird. Like I had so many tutorial friends, and once like COVID kind of died down, we went. I was like, oh, you are actually this short.
I was like, some
Like-
of it
like,
this tall, this
wow,
fat. Oh my god.
wow, I didn't know you're like this. You're actually funny in person. Or like, yeah, I was like,
Yes, it's like seeing them on the screen was a big issue,
lah.
very big issue. I think it was damn boring the first few months.
True lah, for sure lah.
I mean, lucky.
Luckily, one of those friends of mine lived in Uras in Taylors, so I could actually just tell them like, hey, just calm down, like we just meet for a few seconds or whatever. Then
So in a 1 meter distance, hi.
I mean, that time
we didn't really care. we would just meet. That was one. Everyone else who lived like in other places, I didn't even see them until maybe my second semester. Then in the second semester there was hybrid, so it started opening up a bit more. So, but still a lot of people didn't want to come back. They stayed in their hometowns. So I met more people, but not everyone. So like actually one of my closest friends, I met him in my second year for the first time.
Then that was the first time I saw him. Then I was
Like,
like,
oh, that's how you look in real life. Okay, okay.
Yes, man. I mean, I think you kind of know as well. Taylors is a bit more famous to Chinese democracy,
Yeah.
Chinese people lah. So how did you have a good interaction with majority of the Chinese students here?
For me, I'd say I'm one of the very rare cases where I was lucky enough to be with people who are
Super friendly,
yeah, friendly,
talkative.
active, accepting, they are curious. Like the batch of people I did the degree with, I was very lucky. Like if I was in another batch, I would
not having.
I understand. Scums can be very intimidating.
Yeah.
A bit R word.
Because the
the thing that I notice with a lot of like these interactions with Chinese people depends the type of Chinese people you're interacting with, because there's the very Chinese people who
Chinese.
yeah, they speak Chinese all the time. They don't really want to speak English because they think their English sucks, which, to be honest, if you put your English level and my Chinese level on the same table, to be honest, just speak to me in English, you're more likely to survive. And then there's like the English Chinese, the ones you get referred to as the bananas.
Okay. I'm technically not a full banana. It's just that I don't know how to read that. So. I still know.
the English Chinese
Are more, I'd say they are more open and more sociable, to be honest.
because they
I don't know, they just have that like sociability about them. The Chinese,
Is it, or is it just because you speak English?
No.
They feel comfortable speaking to you in English.
I
Because
don't
you
I
guys
just
can
think
connect.
because he's an extrovert, that's why he just come and annoy people with his freaking loud ass mouth.
are you all hearing this? No, but I wouldn't even say it's just because they speak English. Because, for example, I learned how to speak Chinese. The Chinese people don't know that.
The fucker got a freaking notebook.
Actually,
He has a
He
notebook.
found my notebook, by the way.
He has a notebook.
I left it in the
having
studio by
pinging and
mistake.
everything.
I have a notebook. I wrote everything down like lessons for real.
I learned
how to speak. I mean, writing sucks, but I learned how to speak.
His writing was good. His writing was
You
good.
actually
Okay.
wrote Chinese?
Yeah.
I really cannot though.
But it was
so
good.
hard.
It was good. To be
But
honest.
For what? Are we trying to bag a Chinese baddie though? Why are you learning that shit for? Let's be honest here, man.
Anyone who knows any Xiaomi means I'm joking. I'm more into Dacia. For the Chinese people don't know I can actually speak Chinese. Of course, not to their level, but
Oh, so like
Decent
you kept it a secret?
no, I didn't keep it a secret. What happened is I noticed there's a language barrier between me and them. Because even with the thing with the people in my batch is a lot of them are really Chinese. But it's just the fact that I'm extroverted and they are also curious. And then the nature of my course is I always have to be with them in the same space doing work.
if you force people to be
With each other for long extended periods of time and always seeing each other almost every day, they are bound to start talking. Like one way or the other. Like for example, other courses like say business, you're gonna be in a class with 300 guys, then the only people you'll ever know is maybe the ones from your tutorial. And then even not your whole tutorial, maybe just the group you're in. And then maybe you won't even be friends with the people you're in the group in. So it's like quite, like for other courses, it's very hard for them, like my friends in other courses who are also internationals. It's so hard for them to make friends because other guys just come, it's such a big class, no one knows anyone. So you have different demographics sticking to each other. No one tries to mix and make friends.
Oh, I do have a question. Like, since being the majority in Taylor's, usually when it comes to group work, I tend to gravitate towards people who are similar to me. One, being able to connect, easier to understand. So, like, let's say, for example, we have a lecture hall. This is a picture. If we have the time, maybe we put like an infographic. Okay, so it's a lecture hall, and then we have like a lot of dots, like a few dots, like maybe 70% of the dots are of Chinese. They are Chinese, Malaysian Chinese, or like, and then the rest are like the other demographics, like maybe Chinese, mainland Chinese, or like mainland Indians, or maybe Kenyans, for example. So, for example, like if the lecturer would say like, okay, guys, take 5 minutes to break into your groups. I would personally gravitate to the Chinese people. That being said, like no one knows anybody. It's the first day,
yeah.
so like I would gravitate to them. But I would like to know, like, do the Chinese people approach you to group work in that scenario, or does like all the Chinese people kind of just one side and then all the different ones are on another side? So like they kind of segregated. Like even though they didn't say to do it.
It's a natural habit.
Did you feel anything?
I'll give 2 examples. The first one is within my own batch. The second one is like other batches of the same course but my friends. So for me, cause majority, actually I'm like the number of international students in my batch was not that many, and I would say I managed to make friends early on, so that I already had like a group of people I could be with in the same group. This group of people are all Malaysians, by the way.
Oh,
All of them.
nice.
Malaysian Chinese. Or is that
Different.
that's
There's
different?
some Malaysian Chinese, some Malay. Then like maybe only one other is from like Maldives or something.
Yeah.
But majority of them is Malaysians. But that's just me because I was lucky enough to make friends with them early on. Now, what happens in other batches, like for example the batch below me, I have friends who would tell me, when you enter their architecture studio, it looks like the United Nations General Assembly,
Because it's just different countries together.
like separated. Like okay, all you Africans, okay, you go there. All you Malaysians, but you're not Chinese, you're here.
Really?
Okay, now
So that's basically like the Malays and the Indians. Then okay, these are the Chinese, but they can speak Chinese, you're here. Okay, you all are Chinese, but you guys can't speak Chinese. So you go and join the other Malaysians who are not Chinese. This is what they told me. And
But this is not enforced by the lecturer or the.
No.
It's just kind of what naturally happens, right?
the lecturers are not going to enforce it because it's not really their issue. Like they don't bother themselves to put you guys into groups. Maybe in the first year, first semester, they will put you into groups because none of you know each other. But once you reach a certain maybe second year, because this happened in second year, they know that you guys know each other, so they're just like, okay, you guys go ahead and put yourselves into groups. Then you will find that this segregation ends up happening because I don't know, just I don't even know if it's to say that people gravitate towards people who are the same as them, because you've had like 1.5 years to find out about people and stuff. Why are you still hanging around the same people?
I mean, because you're familiar with their work ethic, I guess you like who they are.
Another issue is that they have I would say the notion that international students are lazy. They have the notion that our work ethic sucks. They have the notion that we're just here to play, have fun. And I will give them that it's true for some, because there's like all these prejudices and what's the word I'm looking for? Stereotypes.
Stereotypes.
They don't come out of nowhere. It's you've probably experienced one. The problem is, that's the thing with prejudice. You just need one.
Okay.
And a lot of people are not aware enough to know that that's prejudice. They just say, this is the first black person I've ever met, and this black person was so lazy and so rude and just didn't give their work in time. Okay, now all of them are like that. That's what people...
Like one bad apple ruins the
Yes.
whole bunch.
Yeah.
that's
Exactly how prejudice works. And people are not aware enough to catch themselves and say, oh, but actually that's just one. That's not all of them.
True.
I think yeah, you're right. Like most people don't try to question or try to look deeper. They kind of just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So
This ends up happening. You end up having these separations because of all these notions and stereotypes flying around. Then of course the international students, a lot of my friends told me they just get upset, they don't even try anymore to be friends with them, because it's like you've already been put into a box. You try to talk to them, they will just speak to each other in Chinese. Then you sit there for 10 whole minutes. The meeting is 1 hour long, supposed to be 1 hour. First 10 minutes is just all them speaking Chinese. You sit there, you say, guys, what are we talking about?
Ding dong, ding long, ding ling dong.
Actually, this is a group meeting. We're supposed to be discussing our ideas, sharing things around, but they're just speaking in a language you don't know. Okay. And then you say, hey guys, what's going on? My English is not very good. I'll tell you later. How the fuck are you in higher education if your English sucks? Is it that your English sucks or you just don't want to put enough effort to accommodate everybody?
That's a good question. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it, actually.
Because you, like I said in the beginning of when we started,
if you
In the
put your
Beningi.
English level,
and my Chinese level together, you can speak English very well, but you just don't want to.
And no effort is putting it in to communicate.
You're right.
so then
Then you end up having this divide between people because you don't want to put effort to talk to me. We're supposed to be working together, but you don't even want to tell me what you guys are saying. Never mind. I don't need to waste my time listening to these guys talk Chinese. Let me just go to my boys from Africa. We'll all talk to each other in the same language that we know.
So there isn't a solution for it. It's more of how you adapt. Is it?
I mean, of course, if I want to be idealistic, I'll say the solution is to just talk to people and find out about them before you.
So you get that.
Idealistic, but that's just
people
idealistic. That's
A good world, in a very nice world, that's gonna happen. But in the real world, people are not sociable. People are not willing to find out more about others because they've always been in this bubble of theirs. No one has ever gone out.
They're not open-minded.
Yeah, they're not open. Basically,
they're not
I
open.
mean, I think it's most likely an Asian thing.
Is
most,
it?
Most likely. I feel like
No,
it's an Asian thing sometimes.
no. I think personally, you will never be open if you've never stepped outside
Of your own bubble.
See
Yeah.
other things.
Ah.
So if you've always just been staying here, what's there to be open about? For you, it's like life is one way. This is how it's always been. And then the ideas you form
It's like,
about other people is like from maybe the internet, what you see, or blah blah blah.
It's like reading one page of a book.
Open the first page of the Bible, you say, "Oh damn, I understand Christianity." Huh? What do you mean?
That was just
Pause,
the table
pause,
of contents,
Pause,
dog.
pause.
Alright, so like, that was obviously your experience with
Classmates and
classmates, and the Chinese classmates, which are the majority in
I
Taylor's.
would like to say that's people. My classmates were good, to be honest. As I always say, I'm one of the rare cases. My classmates were actually good
So you heard from other people that the treatment was a bit different, lah.
Hearing.
from other people. It didn't happen to me specifically because I lucky enough to have the people I had.
Here, but also interesting.
So
Basically, it means that if someone is to have a good experience, they have to have some luck with the people.
True. Actually,
That's-
true. Actually,
that's
that-
not
that-
nice.
With the people they are surrounded by, they have to be lucky, you know. And then the problem is life doesn't really run on luck. So how many people really get lucky?
So I think the follow-up question would be like, moving out of Taylor's, because obviously you're here as an architecture student. Your main goal should be to study, right?
Yeah.
But also, we both know, Hayden and I know that you do travel with your close circle. You have had the fortunate time to go Penang, Johor, like different states or like different places where they are just not just Chinese. So like we are quite curious, like how was the experience there in those different kind of places and scenarios?
I would say the more memorable one would be Johor, to be honest.
Because
Yeah,
of
I've been-
one of the
I've
friends,
been-
is it?
I've been to Johor.
I've been to Penang, I've been to Kuantan.
Done.
Shout out Kuantan, dog.
Shout out to Kuantan.
For Kuantan, it was like very chill, very relaxed, very.
Didn't really.
Careful now.
Hey.
I was gonna say I didn't really interact with any locals or anything too much. Like it wasn't enough to leave an impression in my memory.
It's just pretty, it's pretty chill. Kuantan
It's just pretty chill, to be honest.
Right.
But Johor was the most memorable one because it's I always say like I don't know what kind of. Oh, and also Port Dickson. I don't.
think that's really counted as a.
Yeah, it's a. I guess sure. Why not?
I mean, it's a.
Why not?
It's a place.
It's a place.
It's a.
Well-known place, well enough.
And basically, Murray's experience out and about in Malaysia.
Yeah. Out
And
and
about hashtag it. So I don't know this. I don't know why there's like some certain aura I have with Chinese uncles.
just uncles in general.
I'm not one, right?
yo-
I'm not one. You look more like one.
I remember in Johor, I went for like a festival. It was this it's called Chingay.
Gay?
No. What is it called? Yeah.
Chingay.
Oh
Not
my
Chingay. It's
Chingay. Chingay.
is it Chingay?
I have no idea. I don't
think it's
go
Chingay.
festivals.
No, is it the
Yeah.
the
Yeah. That one.
that one is like the Bison. Basically, it's like
Yeah.
the-
Bison
it's a
Play with the gods.
playing with the gods one. I forgot what's
can
the
play with gods.
Yeah, it's a culture thing lah.
Wow,
Basically, you
fuck.
have many different Chinese temples.
Yes.
They're many different gods, and then they go out one whole round around Johor and then play around. And basically, it's just like blessing the people around Johor.
Yeah.
Why were you there?
I mean, it's a culture thing, so it's like something new.
I know, but like,
festi-
why?
It's a festival.
Festival they had. My friend told me about it. He said like the Johor one is the best in Malaysia. That's what he said.
True. Actually, as a
Because there's,
Malaysian,
there's one in
Penang also, but my friend said like the Penang one is like compared to Johor, it's not really up there yet. Sorry to Penang.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of comments about this one.
but
I went there. It was quite fun. It was also fun because I was literally standing out every way.
I was really standing out. Yeah. I mean, obviously I was standing out.
For the people who are listening, Murray is
Black.
Well, now being out and about, meeting so many people, meeting so many different places, as you as an architecture student, right? How do you compare it back to home to Kenya, like the people and basically like the building itself, architecture-wise?
I mean, to be honest, it made me like being out and about.
Hashtag.
I realized like Malaysia has kind of taken good care of a lot of historical architecture and stuff like that. Historical sites, a lot of old buildings. Like, I mean, there's this whole shop house culture, like the shop houses.
Yeah, in Penang.
Yeah, the
Penang,
old shop houses, the way they
Johor,
build them,
Ipoh.
like yeah, all these places, Penang, Johor, Ipoh, all these other places.
shop houses, as in you mean like bottom floor is the shop, second floor is where the family stays, and third floor also.
The way it's built, because it's built a long time ago, right? I said long time ago, but it's built a while back.
It's built a long time ago, but do you think it's a Malaysian influence or
Okay,
a
I think
colonial
of course this is
influence?
colonial.
This is colonial. This is colonial influence, but it's part of your history.
I welcome it.
Yeah,
but
it's
Part of the history of Malaysia. So
yeah.
a lot of places, like maybe after colonialism and stuff, maybe they don't really maintain this type of stuff.
Oh, I understand what you mean.
It's like you can see the history is well maintained and well kept
I guess it's quite.
to as much like to the best possible degree they can put it to.
It is a historical site, but like maybe the stigma about it is like,
Yeah.
because colonization isn't something really nice if you are getting colonized.
Yeah.
I mean, there's of course this, but that's why I say it's part of the history. They kind of,
Accept it, and it has happened already.
in as much as the building is introduced by colonizers, the building still has function that stands until this day.
Oh my
God,
Come on, guys, like
No way you're doing
just
that.
me.
No,
I think it's just you.
But
I would say back home, there's not too much.
Back home where? Nairobi?
Kenya, Nairobi.
I gotta know. What are you laughing at?
My bad.
I wouldn't
know it's
really
from
say that.
That there's like to this level of heritage, like to this level.
So like I'm pretty sure Nairobi was colonized.
Yeah.
So like, cause I have never been to Africa in general. Like, are there any historical sites with French influence? Correct?
No, ours is the British.
Not French, but you speak French.
No, I learned French like because they offered it as a.
Oh, just in case they would.
But
I mean, we have a lot of history with a lot of influences. Like for example, in the coast, we have a lot of Portuguese and Arabic influence because when they came to the coast, Portuguese and Arabs came for trade and stuff like that. You know, so there is a lot of Portuguese and Arabic influences.
So do you guys have Kenyan Portuguese egg tarts?
no,
The hell?
no.
Kenyan Portuguese egg tarts.
Yeah, like egg tarts, but
Hey,
like,
maybe they do,
But I don't
You
know.
gotta
But
Google that, man.
Never
That's
seen it.
interesting, bro. That's interesting.
Never seen it.
That's
Egg tarts are
interesting.
quoted though.
anyone hungry? Supper?
Shout out to
Yeah,
Hokkaido
surely.
egg
Mama,
tarts.
and then of course, like I would say that like the way China has different provinces and all these provinces have different languages, ours kind of works the same. We call them counties.
So different.
Isn't that a US way to say it also? Like
Yes, but
Orange County?
No, not really. It's
Rex.
say Nairobi
Orange County?
County. Nairobi is a
capital, so it's the county, Nairobi County. Then we have like the coast is called Mombasa, so it's Mombasa County. So different type of counties. Then each of
these counties have their own
On top of music.
each county is like its own tribe. Of course, except like Nairobi is like the KL. Everyone comes here.
The main
it's the main
spot,
one.
And then of course also Mombasa is a bit like mixed.
It's like a rock.
Rock Cafe.
Rock.
Yeah.
Everybody goes there.
Everyone goes to Rock.
Even though it's not nice.
Even though
Actually,
it's dirty,
yeah,
it's
kinda-
even though
It kind of
it's
fell off,
kinda
not gonna lie.
disappointing. Kind of.
Fell off. Did they ever get up in the first place?
Why the waiters there kind of rude though?
Mm.
Another topic for another day.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would say like there's a lot of history, of course, but I don't think it's maintained to the extent that I've seen.
So there are like British buildings.
Like of course, like these old colonial buildings and stuff here and there. But I'd say Nairobi really pushed more towards the like modernism, I'd say. Because a lot of our development came post-colonization. A lot of the, like in the central business district, like a lot of the buildings there were post-colonization and stuff. So you can see like maybe a few that are from that era.
But very few.
Yeah, very few. Very few.
And is that sad or is that something to be proud of? Like for you specifically, not speaking on the behalf of Nairobi or Kenya, just for you specifically.
For me, I would say I don't particularly care about the fact that it's not really there that much. What I care more about is Kenya having its own architectural identity. Because if I see a shop house here, definitely this is Malaysian shop house.
I will know.
Huh?
Somewhere
Got the
from
shirt hanging
Malaysia.
outside one.
Yes.
Memang Malaysia one.
If you go to HDB in Singapore, this is HDB. You will know. If I see like even a condo is not a historical thing, but
It can be.
It's a new typology that came about. If I see a condo, because we don't really have condos back.
Really?
We have apartments.
What's the difference? I actually don't know.
No, because you see the thing with condos is
There's not enough land, so you need to build up.
High rise.
yes.
You need to build high rise, you need to build up, because everyone wants to be in KL, but there's so much land away from KL. No one wants to. Everyone wants to be here. So what do you do when everyone wants to be here, but there's not enough? Just build up. It's like Hong Kong. Too many people, too little land. Just build up. So for us, it's like, of course, there's a lot of people, but there's not one particular place that everyone is saying, I have to be here, I have to be here. So the demand for like condominiums and stuff doesn't exist. We do have apartments and stuff, like we do have, but to this level, it's not commonly seen, because it's just not commonly seen.
So do you guys have like a basic, like we say like 10, 15 floors, or is it?
Yeah,
there's
it
no?
would be like
Like 10 to 15,
That's the basics,
10 to 15 floors, some is like 7, 8.
6, 7.
So far we talked a lot about experiences, but like, how would you like give a summary on overall? Because so far we've been targeting specific examples of your journey here in Malaysia. For the audience listening or watching, how long have you been in Malaysia?
4 years
4
now.
years. So in the past 4 years, like, how would you describe the overall treatment or experience living in Malaysia? Like how are Malaysians treating you overall for the 4 months?
I would say there's genuinely a lot of curiosity, of course, from the beginning, because a lot of Malaysians have never gotten to interact with like Kenyans, Africans, or
Yeah.
their only knowledge of us is from maybe news, what they see. So that's basically what the media portrays us.
Actually,
No, they actually
the
don't.
media, like the way my perception of Africans actually is from like US Africans, like
African Americans
African Americans. Like they
So
rarely,
different,
yeah, I know, but like it's so we don't really,
differentiate.
we're not educated. Like maybe myself, I'm not really.
True lah. I mean, for
Are
me,
you?
the only African that I know is basically Nigerian. That one because of one of famous influencers,
Football?
KSI.
Oh,
Because of him, I was like, oh, okay, African.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one closest that I know African is like, Nigeria. That's about it.
Yeah, but
Like,
actually,
Kenya
I
is
don't really
something
know
new.
much about Africa as a continent. I don't know, just me. But like my general idea about African Americans, like rarely in the news do I see stories. When there are stories, there won't be the nice ones. There will be
Yeah.
conflicts and like here the bombing or like a crisis happening, or like the economy is not doing well. But never good things. Like I don't know why.
I mean, that's kind of just how the media has always, not really say media, like Western or other media outside really portrays us. That's why, like sometimes like one of my friends asked me like, oh, is Kenya a desert? What the fuck? What are you on about? Kenya is even colder than this place. Huh? What do you mean Kenya is colder? Yeah, Malaysia is damn hot. It's damn hot and it's damn humid. Kenya is much colder than this.
Is it? Is it?
It is.
Shit.
Definitely.
Malaysia is just hot, like all the time. Kenya has periods where we can get very low temperature weather as well. It can get hot, but it's never like humid to the point of like Malaysia. Humid until like I'm not even sweating anymore, you know.
Well, this got me thinking like, since most of the Chinese, or like maybe for let's just say Taylor specifically, I mean like we can definitely talk about Malaysia as a whole, but let's just dive into where we were studying before. Like students here, first impression of an African person would be, I feel, instantly it would be African American. Oh, you kind of remind me of like those movies or like New York kind of.
Style,
Yes. So like maybe they will start treating you differently, and like because you're obviously not, and it's hard to tell without you speaking. Would you agree? If you don't speak or act a certain way, people will just instantly perceive you as an African American instead of an African from, you know, Africa.
Okay, I wouldn't say that because I think no one
I know, but like
But there
you
is
wouldn't look at. I wouldn't. Let's say I don't know anything about you. I wouldn't look at you and like maybe he's Somalian. Maybe he comes from Cameroon. That would be like he's definitely African. He's definitely. But my instant thought would be connection with African American or like the pop culture and like the movies
Oh,
and whatnot.
basically-
And like all those rap music.
Yeah.
We don't listen to. I do listen to rap music, but I don't listen to like African Afrobeats,
a bit rare.
Afrobeats, right? Afrobeats or like Kenyan specific music or like Kenyan artists, just like those rappers which mostly come from America.
Yeah.
Or of course there's some those British drills,
Yeah.
but like
True.
we don't really link you. Or is it just me?
I think the same. For
So
me
like
as well, it's
the general perception is that. So how would you describe or distinguish yourself from that perception placed on you automatically already?
I mean, I don't think I've ever faced this particular issue of having.
Just me?
Maybe just you, but
It's just first impression.
I have never had the issue of someone thinking I'm not from Africa, I would say. I mean, of course, you get the very rare people sometimes who might think I'm like maybe mixed Malaysian, Indian. Then I'm like, because they see my name. For example, like Grab drivers see my name.
Wait, but if you were Indian, wouldn't you have like anak lalaki? AL, no?
I don't know if all of them have.
Maybe not. I don't know if all of them have it, but maybe some don't have. So, like there are times I've entered not even just once or twice, a lot. I entered and usually maybe it's an Indian driver.
Speaking Tamil already.
Tamil, that's too much.
Where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Kenya. Oh
shit. Is your name actually Indian?
no, cause
Like does it
like
sound
they say,
Indian?
cause they say,
Actually Indian?
no, cause
Like,
they
does it
like
sound
they say like Murithi, but then I think they read it like, you know, you're on Grab, you're driving quickly, then you quickly see the name, then they think it's
Oh, yeah,
Literally,
makes
that's
sense.
what they told me. That's what they told me. So I'm like,
True.
Maybe we can give you an Indian name.
So I was like, oh, okay. I mean,
my Indian name. Some people call me Mutu.
Mutu. Adik akak Mutu.
How racist is that? But
Nah, it's not. I don't think it's racist. Is it?
But-
Is it?
but I would say like the perception from, for example, Grab drivers is they think I'm probably mixed Indian with something else, or maybe they think I'm Arabic. I don't know how. Maybe okay when I take off this hair, when I have my natural.
When I unequip my hand.
Actually,
Have you had like grown it out to an afro?
that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to do that right now.
These are real, right?
No,
it's
they're not.
mixed with extensions.
It's my hair and extensions.
Can I like when I go to like a toilet, can I like put my key up your hair?
What?
Is that not like a thing? You like just
You put what?
my key? Like if
Key?
I need to have me hold something, just.
Bruh.
I mean like some Malay people also have afro,
Rare lah. This is very
but it's cool. But like they have like maybe like naturally
the
curly.
It's damn curly.
But they don't perm it to get afro. I don't think you can, right? Because you gotta keep constantly perming the root hair, right? So like when they rock it, I'm like, okay. He be like the mic bro.
That's crazy.
But I rarely see Malays having like afro.
But when they do, okay.
Sorry?
Damn.
Sorry.
He's being called by
Jashing, bro.
Xiao Mei Mei number.
Ayo, chill.
Alright.
Tell her you're busy.
Being an architecture student and being a guitarist from your page, does that any correlate how you
Wait, plug that shit right now.
Yeah, but actually Muriti and what?
Put it.
Editor, do the thing where you put it over here at mu.ritithi.
Blurt me down. Just put our tongue. Follow!
But again, back to that question again. Architecture and music, how does that help you connect in your architecture world?
I would say like playing the guitar definitely helps me at periods when I'm like too much work and then a lot of stress to do the work. So I'm like, okay, let me just have some time to de-stress, play a bit, and then also kind of helps with the creativity because I don't think to make good architecture you always have to be doing architecture related stuff, because if you don't experience life, I mean, you're an architect, you're building spaces for people, you're building buildings, but the buildings is for people. How can you build something good for people if you never give yourself the opportunity to be just a normal person? Which means you play guitar, you play sports, you go outside, you go visit, shopping, blah blah blah. These are the places where all your good ideas come from. So for example,
Creativity
Guitar.
I play the guitar is like a way to just distress, chill out, have some fun. Maybe I'm playing and an idea will come to me. And then also like, because when I play guitar, for example, when I post my posts on guitar, I'm gonna find a song I like, I'm gonna study the song, and I'm gonna think, okay, how do I want this song to go from this part to this part to this part. So it's also like the process of me producing a video to post also gives me an idea of how the process of architecture is. It's like you have to find something you are passionate about in your architecture, like say your project, you want to focus on a specific topic, then you next process you study the topic.
Basically it's the same sequence in a way.
Same sequence, study the topic, or what's there about this topic that I don't know, what do I disagree with, what do I agree with, what can I do better, move on now, how can I create this into a building. Then you start playing around, you start like now, like the way you guitar improvise, or what sounds good, what doesn't sound good. Same as architecture, it's like you
Creating and
you
designing
create
one thing.
something, design.
or what would look nice here, what doesn't look good, what works, what doesn't work. There's a sequence of things. So I think these two help me see sequences and just basically help me in the creative process, I would say.
Okay, but let's say bring it back again. Any sort of music that helped you, inspired you to push through your studies, or maybe one type of music that got you inspired, and based on that music, you created a building because of that music.
I wouldn't say I particularly listen to a song and I'm like, damn, yeah, this song sounds like a building.
I mean, you can't get inspired by it, you know.
But
The river flows in you, so like
river flows.
we bridge across the river.
No, but I would say like there are certain songs I would tie to my architecture because when I was designing, or this is what I was listening to. So there'll always be that link between the project I did and this song. When I play this song, I'll be like, oh yeah, this reminds me of my semester 4, my semester 3, semester 2. Because when I was really grinding and when ideas were flowing, this is what was in my ear.
Flow state, like a flow state of mind.
Yeah, flow state basically.
So like, okay, so obviously 4 years. Name, like let's say take you back to your 1 year where that was like your peak year. And what song would you attach with that peak year?
Wow. Peak year. Definitely would say 2023. I would say 2023 was because it was my final year.
Or degree?
Yes.
You are in your masters. He is in his masters
my
now.
masters final year.
No, masters.
And single.
Actually,
Bro, this guy.
But
2023 was a very good year because final year, you know, when you're in final year, I think especially in degree, everyone in degree so try hard. You just want to be the best. You want to do something crazy, especially because it's your final year.
Isn't it just Aki though?
maybe it's just us.
Because like we don't have to try.
I mean, I'm an architecture student, but for me, actually my peak was in semester 5. My peak was in semester 5, and during the final year, I actually started doing more businesses, trying to get out of this architecture thing. Even though architecture was my main passion, but during my final year, it's just like I don't like this lifestyle, whatever.
I mean, it's true. I disagree. The lifestyle, like pushing the unhealthy, stay up late or overnight, blah blah blah. Not really good for your body. It's not healthy for you.
But like, I don't understand, like, why do IQ students have to push so late? Like, is it the module doesn't give enough reading space, or like, is there a lot of things to do?
I'd say like the nature of the course itself is very creative. Then it's not like your ideas are flowing one by one immediately. You have like you cannot even like 1 month before you're done because I already knew everything that time. Like you, and the thing is you'll always be like dissatisfied. Like I think this can be better. I think I can improve this. I think we usually have to stop designing because if you continue, you'll design until you like even pass the deadline. So you actually have to stop designing because there's always something to improve. Like if I give you a song, then you say, I would have done this differently in this song, or I would have done this part differently. There's always something to improve in this type of field. Of course, like if it's more towards fixed things like maybe mathematics and stuff, 1 + 1 is not 7, it's 2. If you want to tell me 7, fuck off. Because that's just how things are, it's fixed. This is the answer. This is, you get from here, this way.
So like, throughout your education journey in the master's degree, like surely you face a lot of challenges, and what do you think that could have been implemented or improved in the way that architecture is taught here in JLS, or in your personal experience, like some things that can be tweaked easily, not just by the lecturer or the course, but by maybe the student's mindset, or maybe the student's mindset, like what things that
What something that can be tweaked? I'm not really sure about this, to be honest. I mean, okay, if I'm really to think about it, one thing is I don't really think lecturers should push the culture of like overworking yourself to exhaustion. There are lecturers who do that because for them it's like
second nature, yeah.
This is how it was when I studied. This is how it is in the field.
Huh.
So this is just how it is.
It's kind of I wouldn't say depressing, more like
Defeatist, I feel.
defeatist.
It's like a defeatist mentality. Like I can't change it because this is how it's been. So you just have to like take it.
I feel like you burn out in your degree just to burn out in when you work.
Yeah.
So like you just
You're
charred at that point.
consistently burnt out. That's why a lot of times maybe you'll find a lot of your batchmates who did architecture finish the degree and they completely switch to something else.
Yeah, I have a few friends that have like dropped Archi. But what are the telltale signs for someone who is like, okay, so let's say someone is new, like has a passion to study architecture, maybe they're not doing well. What would your advice be for those people who are new in architecture? Like, obviously they're not doing well, but like, maybe you can give like a few pointers to like questions that make them think about whether to continue or not to continue. Because you have been through the start, the middle, the end, so you know the kind of roughly because of the progression of the degree. Because like let's say at the start, if you're really facing challenges, what are some questions that you could give to that person or something to ponder that would either motivate them to push through or reconsider, because clearly it's not going to be easier.
Say like, I mean, something I know I would ask them is like, basic question is just where would you see yourself with this in like a few years time? Like for example, if you ask me, I already know I'll say like I see myself working in maybe a corporate firm somewhere. Maybe it could be Singapore, maybe it could be wherever it is, UK or anywhere. But I see myself somewhere doing something related to this. That's my end goal. I mean, I also see myself having like some sort of business related to architecture, like the way I have right now at DMVs. Plug DMVs.
What is DMVs?
It's basically it's a company I started with two friends.
So you're working in Malaysia?
Not really working. It's not working. It's
like that DMV rendering.
It's like a passion project type of thing. Yeah.
Like hobby?
No,
Is
it's
it-
a
I say it's a hobby.
Is it a hobby?
It's like if you can upscale it to the point of a big business, of course you want to do that.
So it's a hobby. At the
Passion or
moment, it's a hobby.
I mean, at the moment, I guess you can say
It's not monetized yet.
not yet monetized.
Not yet.
Passion project.
But let's call it a passion.
Same thing what we're doing.
Maybe that's what they say in
That's why
Kenya.
we're just out and about.
Out and about is a passion project
It's
too.
an out and about thing, man. You're just gonna throw that shit out, and it's gonna be about everywhere, anywhere, anytime.
Alright, so obviously you gave advice on students interested in architecture. But how about, could you give any advice for students who are, could you give any advice for international students who just come to the melting pot, KL, and Taylor specifically? Like how, because obviously you didn't have a mentor coming into Taylor's, they gave you like tips. So now you have the power to be a mentor for people who most likely you will never meet. And how would you provide them with the insight as an international student yourself?
I think I'd first ask them to figure out what's the like intention of being here. Of course, the intention is to study, but when you're not gonna be studying 24/7, coming to
Maybe in Aki you are actually.
Actually, yeah.
25/7.
But maybe when
when you came here as a student, of course you're gonna be studying, but you're moving here, you're starting some sort of life here for a specific amount of time. So let's say you have to figure out like what's your intention socially, how do you want to live. At the end of the day, it's not all about work. You have to also think about humans are social beings. So how do you want to navigate the social aspect of being here? Because navigating studies is one thing, you've been studying all your life, you've been in school in your country, you finished school, now you're coming to university in another country. School is school, it's always there, but the social dynamic is very different there, here. So what's your intention? Do you want to come and meet a community of people like you? Say for example, if it's me, do I want to come and meet a community of more Kenyans? There's nothing wrong in that. There's nothing wrong, because like you said in the beginning, tend to gravitate towards the same.
But
Or-
there's no point,
yeah,
It really depends on the person.
it
to be honest.
depends.
I wouldn't say there's no point. It's not like black and white. It's such a nuanced.
Personal preference.
Yeah.
So is your intention like to meet a very like more community that's like you, or do you really want to integrate
Branch
New
out.
society that you're joining? Do you want to make new friends from new cultures? Which for me personally, that's my whole purpose as an international student. The question I asked myself when I came here is, if I just become friends with more Kenyans, not to say I don't have Kenyan friends, I do, but I don't actively say I'm only going to be friends with them. Because if I'm only going to be friends with them, why didn't I just stay back home? All of the Kenyans,
True that. It's literally
Kenya. Why did I come here just to stay friends with Kenyans? Does it make sense? That's just me. But there's nothing wrong if you want to go on this route. It's just that you have to figure out your intention so that you don't like maybe waste your time or your energy going around and doing things that aren't really beneficial for you. Do you want to be friends with the people of maybe even if it's not this country, maybe other cultures, because there's a lot of countries that come to Taylor's to study.
you want to be friends with
Other international students, that's also okay. Or do you actually just want to really integrate with locals and stuff? Depends on your course also. For me, I focus more on integrating with locals because architecture is very heavily localized. A lot of local students study architecture and a very small minority of international students. So, and these are the people I spend a lot of time with. So I will, of course, have to. There's no way I'm gonna go 3 years without being friends with my batchmates. It's gonna be a very lonely 3 years if you.
Not only depressing, hard, stress.
So,
Of course, for me, I focused on integrating more with the locals because that's what I wanted.
Let's say like if I'm an international student coming to Malaysia, I'm a shy person, or maybe I'm not shy. I've tried to integrate. I've given my effort, put in my effort to try and integrate with the Malaysians here, whether it be Chinese, Malays, or Indians, or whoever, and also the international students. And if that doesn't work out, I feel like most international students will kind of feel drained, depressed,
yes.
and probably pull up and go home. That is like, it's a common thing actually.
Yeah.
But a lot of it also depends on the individual and how they react. Cause like you can't really give a whole conclusion for all international students. Cause people are different. Like you also like how you interact with somebody determines like your friends. Like if you're a bit of a prick in a way, obviously you won't have friends, or maybe you would, but your friends are pricks. So
Or you get fake friends.
yeah. So let's say if you have no outlet for Malaysians or international friends, in that situation, what would an international student like yourself, what would you do?
That's tough. Because in that
That's
case,
tough.
That's tough. 'Cause
in that case, I do understand just going back home.
Right.
I understand it. Because
Totally
like,
understandable. It's
you
not
don't-
even giving up. It's like you've tried.
No,
you
you
genuinely
tried.
tried.
You see,
If you try and fail, honestly, you tried. You can say that I tried, it really didn't work. Like I tried.
Join me.
oh my god.
You try to be friends with these guys, you try to be friends with these guys. Because, okay, you try to be friends with locals and it doesn't work. That's one thing. Because I'm not local anyway, doesn't matter.
Right.
You try to be friends with other international students.
And they still don't want to be friends with
It's
you.
like damn. Like
We
What
are
the-
all foreigners and you don't even want to be friends.
Like coming into a new country alone is already challenging
Yeah.
and so stressful, and trying to make friends is stressful if you're an introvert, and if you're like ostracized from everyone. For me, I would like consider pulling out. Honestly, it's not healthy to stay on.
No.
Not to say you can't. Not to say that those people who stay on, the success rate it's not impossible. It's gonna take a lot of effort.
No, it's like navigating this type of thing is extremely draining.
Right.
If you don't have the like
Willpower.
the willpower to really do it, and the thing is, a lot of people aren't really built that tough. It's very hard to
Adapt and fit
adapt.
fit in, go on. Like the way I told you, just the basic thing, just starting from the language. You, like for me, one of the things I did to adapt was learn Chinese, learn Malay. It was, and I could immediately see the shift in how I'm treated just because I know how to say something in your language.
For
It's
real.
such a big difference, by the way.
I mean, I think there's a respect for each
Cause-
other.
yeah,
Culture,
yeah, and then
that
I
kind of
think
I kind of look at it in my head. I'm like, oh, why are they suddenly treating me like maybe more open just because I spoke their language? Then I'm like, you know what? Actually, if I'm back in Kenya and then I see someone from a completely different culture than mine, then he just pulls up and speaks to me in Swahili. I'm gonna be like, yo, what? How do you know? I'm gonna be like, damn, this guy must have really either like he really has like Kenyan friends, he tries his best to interact, or he really just put effort to talk to people. It's more like you really went above. I feel like that gets more respect. But the thing is, must I do all that also to get respect?
No,
it's kind of
kind of a point there.
it's kind of like a
I understand that putting effort to integrate and learn the language and everything, but also, am I only worth respect if I learn your language? Why wouldn't you want to be friends with me if I don't?
because some people don't.
Some people come here like 4 or 5 years, they'll never learn Chinese, never learn Malay. So does that mean they don't deserve local friends? Doesn't make sense. Or maybe the only local friends they get are like,
So would you say if you didn't take the initiative to study Chinese and Malay, would you have as many friends as you have right now? Or like, do you think the outcome will be treated? Will you be treated differently?
I think yes, definitely. Because I do also have friends from even China now. And to say, for example, maybe the English level is not that good. So sometimes I do accommodate them by speaking in Chinese to them. I see how differently they react.
Actually, can we like do a role play?
Bruh.
We are okay. I'm a mamak abang, and you come to mamak and maybe you want to order something. So now you speak Malay, and I speak Malay too.
I would speak Malay.
The fuck?
Let's go.
Anak satu Maggi goreng ayam,
Maggi goreng ayam. Okay, okay.
telur mata,
Telur mata.
Telur mata.
Okay.
Dengan
minum
limau ais.
mangkuk.
Mangkuk.
Mangkuk lagi, we say.
Mau gula.
Mangkuk.
Mau gula. Gula.
Gula.
kurang manis.
Sheesh, this ain't even
He
scripted.
passed, he
This
passed
ain't-
it, he passed
okay,
it.
now
Passed it.
you're at the Chinese mama.
I might be cooked by.
Yo, I'm a freaking.
Can you or you want me to do that too?
You do it. You really
Okay.
should.
Let's be simple
Ni
with
hao.
this, by the way.
欢迎光临.
Hey, Gualing, welcome. 谢谢.
No, like order something, dog.
Order something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take an instance. 面对面.
That's not 欢迎光临.
No. Let's say lah. Okay, then what? 海底捞.
Hello, 先
我要
生。
吃牛肉饭。
牛肉饭. Okay.
还有
还有
你们有什么水啊？
水，我们有可乐，
还有什么呢？
还有Sprite.
Is
That actually what is?
Nah, fuck off, bro.
I don't know what you say Sprite.
Nah,
Like,
nah.
isn't it? 气 up.
气 up.
What is 7 up in Chinese?
气 up, bro. Bro, what is 7? I don't know.
100加.
100 plus, bro. 100加.
I think I'm good.
That's straight up the banana shit, bro.
So, okay, I mean like, he knows like basic conversation.
I mean, it's good lah. It's
And
good
it's
that
quite
he does
impressive
that.
though. Like, yeah, it's quite impressive. So like, technically, how many languages do you speak? Counting these two.
If I'm counting
Not,
these
not
two,
to say fluent, like just you can't speak.
6
What? Name them.
Swahili.
Swahili. Give me a taste of Swahili.
Ask me like say like a sentence.
Oh. How is your day? Do you not ask that in Swahili?
Okay, let me change it because how is your day is such a I don't really.
How are you doing? So
Okay.
what's up?
What's up? If you're
My age mate, I'm just gonna go to you and say Sema.
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 Sam.
If you're my age mate,
Age bait. What's age?
So basically, it's
or
like
the same age.
Age bait.
you have that respect, the
Age
respect
mate.
level.
Age mate.
You want a mate?
Nah, it's that age thing, like basically formality and informality kind of thing.
Oh.
Like you see Koreans, they have that formal,
like, yeah,
formal
like
hello.
Korean, that's the like.
Yeah, 안녕하세요, 저는 에드스입니다. That kind
All
of
that
shit.
stuff. So if you're my age mate, like your same age, I'll say Sema.
Sema. Okay, so Swahili?
Swahili, English of course, French,
French? Oui, oui.
Chinese, Malay, and then my own native language, Khmer.
Kiberu.
Give us some. Actually, you never told me like have a conversation like this before.
But would you be able to answer it?
Yeah, true. I mean, no. Like having
not a
to-
conversation
Nah,
then.
not conversation lah. Basically, understanding his culture more lah.
I mean that's another thing because
Wait. How do you say faham in Swahili?
you won't believe it.
Faham.
In what? In Swahili?
Fahamu.
In Swahili.
You know this?
I don't know.
We're gonna have one host from now on.
Okay. Bye. Out.
Fahamu.
Malay and Swahili are actually
Quite similar.
sometimes a bit. For example, if I say Malay, Tariq is date. Swahili is tarehe.
What the?
Wait. Sorry again.
Tariq.
In Malay is date, right? Like date. For us is tarehe. And then independence, merdeka. Independence, madaraka.
What the?
Oh, that's crazy,
What
though.
the? Fahamu.
Faham.
Hey, shit, I'm using that when you're around. When you
Out
say something
and
like
about.
Fahamu?
How
Fahamu?
about? Nah. How about out and about?
Oh, did I say that in Swahili, bro?
Keluar dan about macam mana cakap ni?
About.
Okay, never mind. How about okay? Just Swahili out and about.
Okay, me the way I'd say it. Sorry to Swahili speakers who are gonna come. It's the only way I can think of saying it. Like, I'd say to rande.
That means let's
Go about.
To rande.
Rande.
like
Is the word like
randa.
Yo, why did you instantly do this, bro?
in Swahili? Rande is like it's like loitering. Let's loiter. To rande.
Rande is
That
like.
sounds like a gangster thing to me. Rande.
What did I say just now?
One horse ah.
So like rande like sounds very Malay, but like kind of makes sense. I don't know. It just sounds like it's out and
Sounds
about.
right.
Let's
Rande.
The two is us. Let us. To rande. Let us loiter.
Fahamu.
Yeah. That's how I would
It
say.
sounds like faham you, like fahamu is like fahamu. So now a tradition that we would like to start on our own would be like, if tomorrow was your last day,
what will you, Muriti,
Okay.
will leave for the future generations to guide them to see for the future?
Goon every day.
Good. To be a motivation. Yeah, no worries. Man. Maybe it might be in the purpose of a quote.
A quote I would leave
A
for
quote you will leave to someone. Basically, maybe it'd be your legacy or like
Ah.
a quote you live by every single day to
Yeah, that
motivate
motivates
yourself
you.
or motivate someone else.
That you think would be of a great value to others too.
A quote. Okay, there's usually this ring necklace I wear. I didn't wear it today because
Was it stolen?
I just left it because the shirt doesn't really fit. But the necklace has a inscription of a Latin phrase, Sic Parvis Magna. It's from Uncharted.
Uncharted the game?
Game.
Yeah, the game. Greatness from small beginnings. So
That's a good quote.
basically, the reason I live by this is because I noticed that in a lot of things I do, I don't necessarily start off as the best. You know, I don't start off from the top.
Like this. What was the quote again?
greatness from
Small beginnings. Small beginnings.
Small beginnings.
I don't necessarily start off as the top, the best, but I noticed that the more I put work towards it and the more I actually take my time to put effort and pour my passion into it, eventually it gets to a point where I actually start seeing like, oh, actually I'm not that bad. Actually, I'm
From progress from zero to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
day
yeah.
you are now.
For example,
the easiest one I'd say is architecture. When I started, I really didn't know anything. I didn't know what I was doing. Then it reached a point where I was like, oh, actually, kind of, when the gap between like your vision and your skill starts, you know?
In some way.
Because of course when you start, maybe your vision is up here, but the way you achieve it and the skill is all the way down.
All the way down here. But then effort, time, passion, the gap starts closing, and then you become great enough to know how to achieve the vision that you want. So I think that's why I wear the necklace as much as I can. Is just to keep on reminding myself that even if I'm not the best now, doesn't mean I won't be the best later.
Actually, I also have a Latin quote that I live by, but I think that's for another conversation. Today is about you. So that's about it from my end. Would you want to ask him anything else? Or so we can wrap it up?
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you so much for coming to this first podcast of ours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're gonna go out and about. Nah, I wanna do this shit, man. So, thank you for watching till the end of this episode.
If you are actually here though.
Yeah, talk out and about. So, I'd like to thank our fucking bitch, man. I'd like to thank our special guest that this guy is walking past. I don't know what he's doing,
Where?
but I don't know. So, click here for more.
Okay, here.
Click here for
Sure.
more. Wait, click here for more.
Oh, there.
Click here to subscribe.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Notification later lah. Another time lah. Thanks for watching. Out and about.
Yeah.
This guy, man, doesn't know how to follow cue.
Alhamdulillah.